Today I'm going to be talking about high school and college and all of that stuff. I've never like formally talked about my high school experience or my decision day, like where I'm going to be going to school next year, because as you guys know, I'm a senior and I graduate on May I graduate on May 24th, so I'm super excited about that. Prom is in a week. So yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and dive right into my freshman year and basically where my mind was at, what I was doing, what was my focus on, how I've grown as a person, or just a ramble because I don't really know what I'm gonna talk about. So let's get started. So my freshman year, I was at my first high school. I was so distracted. Me as a person, I've never fit in, ever. Like, I've always been the mixed girl, the mysterious new girl that doesn't fit in. So I felt like all my life, I've always tried so hard to feel a sense of belonging. And I say that with like my peers. Like, I want to feel like I belong somewhere. All my life I've moved around. When I was little, I never had like a friend that I've known since the beginning of time. You know, like some people have friends that they've known since kindergarten and they've grown up together, and yeah, I never had that because I was always moving. So when I finally settled down, it was like my freshman year. So I was starting to feel like, oh my gosh, maybe I have the hang of myself. I would like do my hair every morning, burn my hair, straighten it, curl it. Like, I didn't even know what my curly hair looked like, my natural hair. I was so focused on trying to look cute and popularity. I'm a smart girl. Like, I took very smart classes, so I feel like sports and just like where my mind was at, it was such a downfall to like my time. Like, I definitely wish I was more mature and I realized like none of that stuff really mattered. What pair of jeans I wore does not matter 5 years down the road. So I was definitely not focused on what really matters. I mean, I got good grades. I was just fine playing volleyball playing volleyball and basketball, having fun. So that was basically freshman year. So excited to be in high school, trying too hard. What's new? So sophomore year I played volleyball, basketball, and I was feeling like, oh, I'm getting the hang of this. This is a little bit better. I felt less nervous. I was getting a little bit more confidence. And then I moved high schools, and that honestly kind of tore me apart because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be crazy going to a new high school, a bunch of people that don't know me. And it was a blessing in disguise for the person in the real me. Like, it made me reevaluate like what really matters in my life, and it gave me an opportunity to find myself and create myself and find what really matters. So getting out of my comfort zone and not knowing who to sit with at lunch or who to talk to or all the not recognizable faces in the hallway, it took a toll on me, and it made me realize like my family is what matters. Like, my values and my beliefs, like that's what matters. That's what makes me me, not how much eyeliner I'm wearing. Like, so that's when I really submerged myself in being a more positive, better version of myself, and that's when I started wearing my hair naturally curly. As far as classes, I went from an engineering pathway at my old high school, and then I went into like a AutoCAD drafting and design pathway because they didn't have engineering at my new school. Honors pre-calculus, and I had to retake a lot of my old classes like biology and chemistry that I already took because they like didn't know where to place me. And yeah, I was doing just fine. I've always challenged myself academically, always excelled. And yeah, so junior year was not really hard for me at all. I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, junior year is so hard because that's when you're gonna start taking AP classes and all that. But I actually took an AP class when as a freshman. I took AP government and politics. Yeah, so junior year wasn't out of the normal. Like, I've always had hard classes. I've always been stressed out, you know, trying to stay up late and do my homework, finish that project, losing sleep because I want to excel and do well. So yeah, junior year wasn't really hard for me. I've never like struggled to get good grades. I've just always paid attention and I've always understood what the teacher was teaching. So junior year I played basketball and volleyball as well. I felt a little more comfortable at my new school, and that's when I really started YouTube. And I don't know, like staying at home and doing my homework, it gave me a little bit of extra free time. Like aside from my family, I didn't really like hang out with anyone because I didn't really connect with anyone at my new school. Like everyone had their cliques and I wasn't in a position where I wanted to relive the past of like trying so hard to fit in with these people I barely know. And I feel like it would have been a waste if I was trying so hard to make friends. Not that I don't have friends, it's just I'm talking about best friends that like I hang out with every weekend and stuff like that. And I was definitely already busy with my extracurriculars, but I'm so happy I started YouTube. This is when I really got serious with YouTube. And it's crazy, like being on YouTube, I've definitely blossomed as a person and I know myself now, and I'm so blessed to just have this life and this experience. And I'm really glad like I have this extra time, or I had that extra time on my hands to experiment and film and just be creative. And in a way, filming and talking and sharing my feelings has reassured myself. So as far as senior year, right now I'm taking 2 AP classes and then like 2 core classes to graduate, and everything is fine. Like I'm doing just fine. I played basketball. I didn't even want to play basketball because I wanted to like solely focus on YouTube and school and like my college search. Oh my gosh, my eyelash. But this year as far as senior projects, I just focused on the deadlines. I wrote everything down. Over the summer of my junior year, I did all the work for my senior projects. I did a service project, so I went in and I volunteered all summer just so I could knock it out of the way. That way I wouldn't be stressed out in basketball season. And senior year has been fun. Like I haven't really like had a major jump. The only thing that's really been stressful about this year is decisions, and like I bought my first car, and it's more, the only thing that's really been stressful is the college search, because it's this time where you're trying to figure out like, oh my gosh, what do I want to do with my life? This is getting real, like stuff is getting real and it's crunch time now. Like what am I gonna do? I've always been in the engineering pathway and design, and yeah, so from the beginning of my high school career, even actually from 5th grade going into an engineering competition, like I've just always known I want to be in science, math, or like the health industry. So I am going to be going to the University of Delaware and I'm going to be studying mechanical engineering. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. A lot of you guys ask like, would I do YouTube as a full-time career? Of course I love the idea of it, but where my mind's at right now is like, I don't want to be at the mercy of one thing. Like who knows if 5 years from now YouTube is even gonna exist. And I say that like exist, like is it even gonna be popular? Is something new gonna come along? I don't want to be at the mercy of someone else or someone else's business. So I'm going to pursue what I would if I didn't have a channel. And I do YouTube because I love it, because I love you guys, because it's a hobby. I'm going to do my videos in college as well. I know it's gonna be a crunch time, but I'm gonna make the time. And of course it's been stressing me out because I'm like, oh my gosh, am I gonna have time to do this? Like what's going on? A lot of you were asking, am I nervous for college? No. Like I can already tell my mom is like freaking out. She's so nervous, and me, I'm just like not really thinking about it. I'm gonna be fine. I'm fine. But I know for a lot of people it's gonna be a big leap into adulthood, and it's scary to think about like being on your own. And me, I know I'm gonna like it. Like I know I'm gonna like that challenge and the freedom and independence, because I am an independent person. Some of you are commenting like, how do I go out by myself and eat at restaurants by myself? And they're like, I'm so scared to be alone. Like I'm not really that scared to be alone. Like when I think about my life and like if I never got married or had a husband or stuff like that, okay, yeah, that's a little scary to think about, like not having a lover. But just on a daily basis, like if I have to go run to the store, I'm not scared to do it by myself. Like I've always just been independent. But yeah, I'm so excited for college, and I'm definitely ready to just close this chapter of my life regarding high school. Like I feel like I've so outgrown it, and it's just really exciting thinking about college and, you know, starting the next chapter of my life. And I don't know what else there is to like really say in regards to high school or college, but I'm gonna give some things I've learned throughout high school and then some tips for each grade level. So something I've learned in high school is that you become who you surround yourself with. So if you choose to hang out with bad influences, you're gonna become that. And no matter how hard you try to deny it, you do what your friends do and you start to focus on what your friends talk about or what they value and what they say. So definitely finding good-hearted people and like people that are focused and people you want to be like, that's a good idea to surround yourself with positivity and positive influences. Next, I would say to be yourself, to love yourself, to not try so hard. Like, it's okay to be different. It's not going to matter in the end. Like, you're always gonna be you. What someone said about you or like all of that drama and stuff, that's not gonna matter. Like, you're always gonna be you. You're gonna have your family that loves you, and if you just stay focused, nothing can hurt you or come against you. Like, you're gonna be invincible. Like, you're gonna be up here while everyone else is in the shallows of and I guess the last part of high school altogether is just time. Like, we all focus on what we care about. So if you care about your grades and getting scholarships and honor roll, like I've been on honor roll my whole high school career. If that's what you care about, go for it. Don't feel bad because you can't go to a party. You want to know something? I've never been to a high school party and I'm not sorry. I don't do drugs, I don't smoke, I don't do that, and I'm not sorry for it because that's what I believe in. I'm not gonna feel bad because you do that and you're trying to say, oh, you don't smoke, you don't do this, and it's like, yes, I don't do that and I'm fine with it, and no, it doesn't make me uncomfortable, and yes, I'm gonna be successful and I'm focused on my future and making the best life for myself. So it's okay to say no, it's okay to care. Everyone is like, oh my gosh, I don't care, this teacher is so stupid, I hate this class, I didn't do my homework. Like, it's okay to care. It's okay to want to learn. It's good. So also going along with time, people are going to be so focused on different things. So I feel like there's a triangle of high school. There's your social life, there's your grades, and then there's like your family, and then there's your family and personal life. So I think it's all about balance. There's your grades, your schoolwork, your homework, all of that up here. Then there's the social life, your friends, trying to fit in, boyfriend, whatever. Then here's your personal life, and that's like really who you are, your family, what you do at home, me time, and it's really important to make me time. I think high school is all about a balance like that. Some people might just solely be focused on me time and social life and partying, and their grades suffer for it. Some people are good at their grades and they have a family that they love and that's all they do, but their social life suffers. They don't have friends, or they don't hang out or mingle or do extracurricular, like none of that. And then there's some people that are just all well-rounded and they're just doing everything perfect. You have choices to make, and that's high school, choices. So I'm not gonna say like I'm perfect and I've done all this, or that person's perfect, or this is the right or the wrong way. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone is gonna make mistakes, and that's okay. And you're gonna grow from it, and you're gonna get something out of it. So don't feel like you have to, don't feel like it's the end of the world if you mess up. It's okay to mess up as long as you don't do it again. So I'm gonna leave you off with that note. I love you guys so much. It's crazy. I'm 18, about to graduate. Hallelujah. Class of 2016. I'm so happy. Like, I don't even know. I'm just so happy. It's crazy, like time is flying. Crazy how short life is. High school does go by fast, but just do what you want. Do what you care and love. Like, I love you so much. Comment below what you want to see in my next video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!
Slowly